Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in on this dreary Friday. Thought I would just hop on real quick and share this short little story. I work with clients a lot who struggle with food. First, they might go through periods of restriction or like being on a diet, and then that all too often results in a binge. There tends to be a lot of strong feelings with this, when and if this occurs. But there's something that you should know if this has happened to you, that it's not your fault. Restriction sets us up for binging, whether it's food overall or one food in particular. Another way to think about it is in terms of a movie rental. I was talking with a colleague earlier this week, and she mentioned that her family had rented a movie that her kids wanted to watch. She joked that because they only had it for 48 hours, they had to watch it over and over again during this time frame. I have never been to this colleague's house, but my guess is that they have more than one movie at home that her kids own. They just either weren't in the mood for it or had grown tired of it. This was something that was new and exciting. This is exactly what it's like to go through a restriction binge cycle. Or sometimes it's the reverse. We call that a Last Supper mentality. Better eat all these Oreos now because as of tomorrow I will never eat Oreos again. Then life happens, our body rebels against our forced semi-starvation, and we break our diet. Well, went over my calories for today, so I guess I might as well finish this ice cream in the fridge. It's a pendulum swinging back and forth. Or Newton's cradle. Look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Usually, the further we pull to one side, like restriction, the further we will go in the opposite direction, like a binge. What this does is create distrust with our body. That's not great. If we can learn to tune in to what our body is telling us, which sounds easy, but it takes a lot of practice, we can take power away from food and have a much more stable relationship with it, and therefore a much more enjoyable life, since food is part of everyday life. If you're interested in getting more personalized information or want to talk to me about maybe setting up an appointment, you can click book now at the top of the page or go to my website, rdnmama.com/services. Thanks for tuning in, guys.